Hey, what's up? So I just wanted to share just some of the more stupid things that I've recently engaged with or seen, just seen in whatever, and then see where it takes us, pretty much. But I wanted to share some incredibly just stupid things that I don't know what the hell's going on. I keep thinking, man. I keep and a kind of hope. I'm like, I can just hope all this is fake. Everything that I'm seeing on the internet is all just fake. It's kind of easy to believe, but I don't. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. Like, I'd rather believe that it's fake. It's kind of like the rabbit hole that I went down. I don't want to believe half the shit that I saw. I have to, but I don't want to. So I'm in this like thing. I have to force myself not to believe things. I can make things a little it's weird. Anyways, so I wanted to share just some stupid stuff, and I'm curious what you might be coming across, if anything. But let me put my screen on real quick. I forgot I was gonna blow that. I'll blow it up in a sec here. I'm actually sober right now. I've been doing several of my videos. I don't know if you could tell, but I was high. I usually speak slower and whatever, but it depends. It depends on the topic too. Like if it's a topic that I'm just like I've talked about for many times, then I'll usually flow through it. Anyways, yeah, I'm sober at the moment. Don't want to be, but I am. All right, let's blow that up a little bit. Now, I just thought this was hilarious because I kept trying to point this out, and I don't care either way. Like, I don't want people afraid or paranoid. I wouldn't even. That's the last thing I'd expect. Fighting, I can understand it too at the same time. But that's not what I want. That's not my goal. My goal is to at least have people be aware, or at least bare minimum acknowledge the bullshittery, right? Please acknowledge the bullshit. At least, you know. But anyways, yeah, I definitely don't want people parried. So I was sharing just something from the MSM, right? This is Forbes, and this was early. I don't remember what year. I think that was 2020, man. I don't this article. I'm pretty sure it's 2020, man. Um, I have a link. I could go grab it. I'm not. I just wanted to show you some of the stupid things. Okay. So the reply I got, I just linked him. I was like, here, because I don't remember what the full conversation was, and it wasn't a lot or anything. I used to reply to people showing them MSM stuff that was counter to their own arguments, right? As I've talked about this before, they go back and forth between themselves. Like Forbes will tell you, oh, take the vaccine, and then the next second they'll say, oh, it gives HIV, you know? Like, it's just stupid, right? They all do this, all of them. None of them are innocent, man. There's no such thing. It's all bullshit, okay? Anyways, so I pointed this out and his reply to that, his reply to a Forbes headline was, no, the vaccines don't give HIV, COVID does. I I did not have I don't have a reply for that. It's too stupid. It's too stupid. Anyways, that's one thing. I bump this down. This one's always funny to me, okay? These are cute. These make me laugh. And I'll tell you why, because it's true, sort of, but the messaging matters to me, and I know that this is too easy to point out the bullcrappery, which while we can say the federal minimum wage is $7.25, that's not what people are getting paid. It's possible somewhere. It is possible somewhere somebody's getting paid. That's gross, man. $7 an hour, like right now, somewhere. But in my entire life, I've never known. Well, actually, I was almost gonna say that wrong. When I was young, the federal minimum wage was the minimum wage. Like so, I don't remember what was it even $4 back then. Damn, that's crazy. But there was a point when I was young, federal minimum wage was the actual minimum wage. But for a long time now, this federal minimum wage has not been the regular minimum wage, like most jobs, right? Jobs don't pay enough, that's for sure. They do not pay enough. But it's not 7.25. Like most jobs right now are what, like $14 around there, right? Around there, and have been for a while. the jobs here, dude, almost everybody here pays $12 to $14 an hour. Those are normal jobs. They're not inherited. They're not things that people got because they were part of a wealthy family. That's a normal stupid crap job that you can get. So the point still stands on the top, though. I don't like how every time they do this stuff, they're like the federal minimum wage, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, we know people don't get paid that much, so why do you even say it like that? I always like to point, I always laugh because I'm like, we also know that the government is not paid that little. Oh, if only. We know that the government, federal employees are not paid $7.25 a freaking hour. Okay, right? So I just think that's funny. I got a little warm. This robe is really nice. It makes me toasty. I'm a little sweaty right now. Give me a sec. I also have some warm tea, hot tea, but it's warm now, and that warms me up. Like if you like, I never realized it, man. I never knew. My mom used to make us soup all the time in the winter. If it was winter time, we almost always had soup or something really warm, like chili or soup or something like that. You know, during the winter. Now I understand why, especially living in a place where it snows in the winter. I didn't know for a long time because we live in California. Weather didn't really change much. Even when it was winter there, it wasn't really winter. You know, there was no real winter in Cali. There might be now, but not compared to like actual places that get cold. Yeah, no. So I was drinking like hot cocoa and tea and stuff, and my whole body would get really warm, and I was like, oh my gosh. I did not know that was a thing, and I should have known, you know, whatever. I just never really gave it much thought, you know, and now I'm like, oh, no wonder we used to have soup all the time. I mean, I knew it was for sickness as well. My mom, like, we had soup all the time so we wouldn't get sick, and it also, if we were sick, it would help with that too, right? You know, but just having a really warm meal and drinks during the winter is it warms your body up, man. It's pretty neat. Anyways. I know I had another point to this. It's funny. I mean, there's so many things to say about this. It's the same point that I mean, I am pretty sure I have another few windows that are similarly related to money and whatever. But I just thought it was funny. And my comment on this was before we moved out of Cali, our rent was $2,000. Just the rent. No, we didn't pay that much. We paid, I think, $1,200 because we were on government assistance. And I think about that all the time now too. I'm thinking all these people, these independent news people will talk about how like get off the system, they're just controlling you, la la la. And I'm like, we literally couldn't live without the system, and that is the point. You have to depend on the system, but can't do anything outside of it. So fuck you. You're full of shit. You know. I want to get back on it now. For real. Now I'm like, well. I couldn't wait to get off that system. I couldn't wait, man. And now I need back on it. Anyways, yeah. So I thought that was like $11.50 a month. That seems kind of cheap. And it's not. I'm just saying. Our apartment. It used to, where we lived before it used to be a duplex, and then the owner had chopped it up into like little small homes. So we were in a house, and the way it was shaped and stuff, but it used to be a duplex. It was just cut up. That house that we lived in was literally less than half the size of the place we live in now. That literally cost less than half monthly. Anyways, let's take a look and see what else I got here. And I kind of wanted to say more on this, but I mean, I could talk about this forever, man. I mean, I spent my whole life living on minimum wage, never having a better job. I did briefly, even that didn't pay a whole lot more than a regular job. That's why I didn't want to stick it out. It did pay more, but it wasn't like a lot more. It wasn't like, whatever. Anyways. Let's see what else we got, because I think I had another. Oh yeah, this one's funny. This is also a really old argument. Make sure this is on the screen right. I mean, it's gonna look all fuzzy or whatever, but whatever. Make sure it's visible, you know. I thought this was funny, and like everything that has been happening in the past few years, once I started to really, I had to step back. Once after losing my mind, I had to step back. I had to, and I started seeing things, and it started reminding me of when I was a kid. Everything's the same. Everything, man. War, flu mongering, inflation. The only difference, I've said this before, the only difference that I know of is the mandates. I had never seen that before. Anyways, but everything is the same. These arguments were there back then when I was a kid. Same thing. Not the same price, but it's the same thing. Like back then they would have said, oh, the person pouring your beer is making $4 an hour and it costs like $10 or so, whatever, right? Like it's just the price difference. That's all. But it's the same thing. It's the same argument. It's always been true. It's always been true. It's the same as the other picture that I just had up, you know. So I just thought that was funny and worth sharing and talking about, because it's just like I said, man. I've never worked. Well, I had one brief job that paid a little more than minimum wage, but my whole life I've worked on minimum wage. I've never had any inheritance. I've never had any savings. Can't, especially where we used to live. Like I've thought about it a bunch. I'm like, I wonder. Like I don't even know for sure, but I'm kind of. I've said, like, I would bet that if we lived here where we are right now when we were kids working minimum wage, we'd probably be middle class right now. We ended up in California. I don't know for sure. I think my mom went to California when she left our dad just because she wanted to see if she might get help from family, because that's where her family lived, was in California. But that never happened, and we were just stuck there because we couldn't afford to get out. We got stuck. We were just stuck there. I think if we had help, if we had family, if we had some form of inheritance, then we probably would have been okay. I have no friggin' idea. I can only guess that, but that might not even be correct, you know? Anyways, let's take a look at what else we got. Something I thought was funny. And now, here, watch. I'm going to refresh this and show this. Hold on. Oh, wait, let me make sure. Okay, I don't need it to be super blurry. I guess that looks fine. I'm going to refresh this and show you something for fun, just because I think it's funny. I just think it's funny. Now, I have this idiot blocked. I've blocked endless amounts of politicians and corporations and pretty much blue checks on Twitter. When I come across them. But so as you can see, this is posted from an account you blocked, which is Elon Musk's post. This shows this one because I have it like whatever. Anyways, now I just thought this one was funny because I remember I had shared this, I don't know, a few years ago or whatever, the comparisons between like Elon Musk saying the exact same things out of the 2030 agenda, and I don't want to even call it that anymore, because I think just the name alone is supposed to be fear-mongering. It's supposed to be like, oh no, be paranoid of the 2030 agenda. It is bullshit, it is horrible, and it is evil. But like, I'm not like, be scared of the 2030. I don't care. It's just like, this is what they're saying. This is what they're doing. That's it, man. I'm mad. I'm not scared. Oh, that's another thing that keeps pissing me off even more, man. Hopefully I'll remember that. But anyways, I had shared this, and I had shared how like Elon Musk was talking about how, you know, we need a carbon tax, and he had said this years before. Like, we're talking about in the same past few years period, okay? He might have said it even before 2020, 2019 or whatever, but I talked about this before, and then I shared it again. I saw this was February 3rd. Was it this tweet or this tweet? I think this one's they were both February 3rd. Okay, whatever. Oh wait. Oh, this isn't Elon Musk. I guess I just blocked this guy too. My bad. I thought they were both Elon Musk. Okay. I've noticed that, like, I'm curious now. Whatever. All right, never mind. I derped that one. Okay, my bad. My bad. Because I have seen it. I know, like, if you block someone, you can see their tweet, but you won't see their own replies to themselves unless you click view or whatever. So I guess I assumed this was also, but it's not. Okay, whatever. My bad. But February 3rd, right? This tweet was tweeted on February 3rd. action needed to solve climate change is a carbon tax. And I thought it was funny because I was like, look, I wanted to share this because I was like, look, man, just in case anybody, and I thought it was funny. I was like, this is what he's doing to make sure that anybody that might have thought it was a conspiracy that he said such a thing, you know, he's just gonna reaffirm it, you know, right? I just think it's hilarious. That's funny to me. It's also very stupid, but it's funny to me. So I just wanted to I saved it and I shared it on my Discord to Eric. So I'm like, look, man, if you thought that was fake, here he is again. You know, whatever, man. Excuse me, sorry, I should have muted myself for the drink. I don't like slurping or whatever. I don't know how much of that came out of the mic, sorry. I need the drinks, man. I'll mute next time. But like I've noticed, I didn't used to, when I talk a bunch, my mouth gets all dry, especially after I've been smoking and I'm all high and stuff. Anyways, let's see. This one I just thought was funny. So apparently, and I watched this video and she does say it and I thought it was hilarious, okay? Associate professor in the Rutgers University Department of Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies was like, we need to kill Whitey, basically. Kill the white people, we got to take them out. But you can't say that, right? And I thought the biggest reason I thought this was so funny was, well, there's a couple reasons, but the main reason was because I had said these things. Look, man, I didn't know real American history, or at least, yeah, actually, I mean, I think of it that way. I'm telling you, when I talked about it before, I was saying this. I was like, look, man, what I learned in history was white man kills everybody, white man's the hero. And I didn't like it. But I didn't know the worst details because the history I learned was propping up these freaking people as heroes. They weren't showing like the real stuff. Anyways, yeah, so I just never cared to look more into it because I thought it was stupid. I was like, why would I want to learn more about this so-called people that they're propping up as heroes that were literally murderers? You know, it doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, so the other thing was, the one thing that I thought was really funny was the fact that I was saying, fuck the white people, you know, kind of a thing, whatever. And I do know I'm white. I do. The other thing was, this is a professor. I was an associate professor. I don't know what Rutgers is, though. I don't know. Is Rutgers like some fake college? Like, I actually have no idea. I don't know. I don't care. I think it's fun at Rutgers. I think I've heard bad stories about it. Like, it seems to be a normal place where stupid things happen. I don't know for sure. But I feel like I've heard his name many times before. Anyway, so the class is Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies. So she does say that, and I thought it was funny. What I think, another thing that I think is a little bit funny about stuff like this. Now, I don't know specifically about Champagne Joshy here. I don't trust anybody that has a blue check. I don't trust a single person that is supposedly a truth teller and supposedly aware of the truth, but pays for fucking Twitter and gives Elon Musk and the government money. I don't trust any of these idiots. Every single time I see a blue check, I just think retarded person. But it is everybody. I mean, kind of. Anyways, I'm just saying. One thing I think is funny too is a lot of these people, like, I don't know Joshy. I haven't seen him enough of him. I've seen enough to not want to see his stuff. He just seems like another propagandist to me. He might not be, but that's what he seems like to me. So I just am like, whatever. But one thing I've noticed is when people point out stuff like this, especially white people, cracks me up, man. They're racist. They're racist. Almost every damn time. They don't think they're racist. But when they talk about this kind of a thing, like if you ever get in a conversation, they're going to say something that's going to make them sound racist almost all the time. I'll give you an example, not related to that specifically, but like when people talk about the border, they talk about the border, and that's also something I remember in the 90s. Same shit, man. I have a bunch of, I forgot I'm planning to make another video talking about that. Anyways, the border. People will talk about like, oh, all these illegal immigrants are coming in through the border and they're gonna kill us. It's same old. I heard that when I was a kid in the 90s. So I don't know. When they say things like that, that makes me assume they're racist. Now they might not be, but I don't understand it. I have no doubt if there were a bunch of white people coming in from the border, they'd be like, oh, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man. So that's it's one thing I always notice, and it makes me laugh because I'm like, sure, they're pointing out this thing where these people are saying some really crazy stuff, but you're a racist idiot. So who cares? Why should I care what you think when you're a racist idiot? That's the problem, man. That's the problem. It makes me mad because like there's that saying of the enemy of my enemy is my friend or whatever, and I'm like, no, they're not. My enemy that's also an enemy of another enemy is not my friend. Never will be. Yeah, it makes it very hard. But so that's the thing. It makes it really easy for people to just latch onto, oh, so and so said this one good thing that I agree with, so I have to put up with all their other crap too. It reminds me of conversations where like people are talking about like, if your friends are racist, you should say something to them, and if you're in that position, you know that that's true and correct, but you've been friends with that person for a long time. They're not always actively racist. Like once in a while they'll say something racist, and you know that they're bigoted, and you know that they'll say some stupid crap sometimes, but they're a decent person other than that, right? It's like my relatives. Have a couple aunts, whatever. They are racist, and they don't think they are. Oh no, they don't think they're racist at all. No, they're very innocent. But whenever you hear them talk about somebody, I've had that's the same person that will say they're not racist will look over in another car when we're in the car with them and go and say something like, oh, a bunch of chinks or some shit like that, or the most like random racist thing. And it's not racist to point out like a stereotype, but it's like, why do you say things the way that like that, right? Like, so there is a brainwashing, because that's what bigotry is. There's no way anybody's born bigoted. It doesn't make any sense. Bigotry, racism, it's a learned thing. Anyways, it's just funny to me because I can't think of a single racist I've ever met or spoke with or even seen discussion ever think they're a racist. They never do. No racist thinks they're a racist, but they'll say the most bigoted crap ever, and they'll just go on a roll on it too. It's so many of them, man. So many of them. So I just wanted to point that out real quick. Is that like, yes, this is. Here's the thing too. It's kind of like I said these things. I'm like, I'll generally say fuck America. Bunch of stupid idiots. But I do understand and recognize individuality, individual people. Whatever stuff like that. This is it reminds me of the COVID thing where like I was saying horrible things about the vaccine and masking. Like, if you don't want a mask, you don't want to take the vaccine, you don't care about other people, so you should die. Yeah. I was wrong. I was an idiot. I was an asshole. A stupid freaking idiot. Stupid idiot asshole. No, it's not funny, whatever. Anyways, so, and I had said something like this back then. I had said, look, man, I'm just a regular person who has been, now I didn't say it back then. Now I can recognize and look back, I was manipulated. Yeah, no, I was brainwashed and deep into it. But I'm just a regular person saying that with no power. I'm also not gonna go kill people that aren't vaccinated and aren't wearing a mask. Like, I'm not gonna do that. You might not know that. That's fine. You might be like, well, how do I know that? That's fine. The point is, people with power were saying those things. The people in power, the politicians, the president of the United States said those things. Reporters on MSM said those things. That's when things change. That's a whole different... That's not some regular person that's just angry and frustrated, spouting off bullcrap, you know. That's the power saying we're gonna kill you if you don't wear a mask or vaccinate. Now I'm going a little extreme, but I remember the camps for the vaccinated or the unvaccinated. You don't remember that? You don't remember camps for the unvaccinated? You don't remember that at all? You don't remember MSM reported? Maybe you didn't see it. Oh, I saw it. I'll never forget it. I will never, ever forget it. I don't care what they erase on the internet. I don't care if they erase all the... I fucking remember. And I will never, ever forget that. Anyways, let's continue. Didn't mean to go there. I guess it reminded me of it. Oh, this was a funny one, man. It was a fun... you know what? Let me come back to that later. Let me see how that showed up on that screen real quick. I mean, I could talk about it real quick. Yeah, I guess whatever. I accidentally brought it up. This was something I just came across. I had forgotten about. I was going through my DMs on Discord, and I came across this one, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that." And I honestly, look, I just thought it was funny, man. I just thought it was funny, dude. I wasn't trying to be a dick. Just put a laugh emote because I thought it was funny, and they banned me for it. And that's literally what happened. I laughed at somebody who came out as a non-binary, and I'm like, what? You what? That's what I was banned for? That's some funny stuff, man. I'm gonna have a drink. That's the only thing that wasn't recent. You see, this was from 2022, and the only reason I had this on here was because I recently was reminded of it, but I wanted to show, like, you know, recent stupidity that I've come across. All right, so there's this this guy. He has some okay messaging. I don't know. It seems like a bot to me at this point, but it might not be. He might just post a lot. You know, that's fine. I've done the same in the past. Well, it just depends on like what you're posting, because he spams a lot. Anyways. This is a video he shared, why I choose to have no ambition. This is a rich person with no ambition. This is a rich person. So I went and I was like, all right, let's see, because I already knew it was gonna be bullcrap. I already knew it was gonna be bullcrap. Right off the bat, you can tell this is a rich person right away. And if you don't know why you can tell that, it's because you are a rich person. If you don't understand that the very opening of this video already reveals everything I need to know about this piece of shit person pretending that they're living a simple life, because that's what they say in this video. Talking about how they don't make as much money anymore and they're just living a simple life. She out here fucking on an island. Oh yeah, let's look at this home. Oh, just a simple life. You motherfuckers. Anyways, why I choose to have no ambition. Just straight up stupid bullshit. And then I came across this. This was a retweet. I don't follow Richard Grove, and I'm pretty sure I don't know why I didn't even have him blocked. I was like, oh, I'm surprised I don't have him blocked. I mean, I don't care, but if what I usually do, I block corporations, I block politicians, and sometimes just stupid people that happen to be blue checks. Like if I happen to see, because like I browse the home section. Like if I browse Twitter, I mostly see video game screenshots. That's what the algorithm has built up for me over the past year or whatever, on my new account. And so I mostly just see game screenshots for the most part, some gaming stuff and whatever. But in between, I'll still see other stuff. So, but before that happened, actually, before it finally gave me before I kind of made the thing give me the algorithm for screenshots and gaming stuff. I was just seeing, like, if I go, let me see. if I go to the home thing, right, like it just home, I'm not even going to following, it's just for you, right, which is such nonsense. Especially, I don't know if you've ever, I don't know when the last time you used Twitter is, okay, Twitter is a crap, it's just gone, it's dead. It's all crypto bots and porn bots now. And then if you go through the for you or whatever, you'll see I've literally come back like the next day and seen the same 20 posts that I saw yesterday. It's gone. This is just trash. But so what I would do on the homepage, I would see, because for a little bit I was like replying to political stuff and whatever, and I still have it in my algorithm like stuff, but I still, since I've forced their algorithm into showing me more gaming stuff, it showed me more of that. But let's see, I'll show you real quick. Content you see, you might want to do this if you regularly use Twitter. You might want to go check your privacy and safety, content you see, interests. You might want to come in here and uncheck some crap. Climate change in the UK. I'll keep that just so I can see if I want to make fun of anybody. Yeah, so I come in here probably once a week just to check. Right now I don't really care. I don't want to do this. I'm just showing you this. Like, I would come in here because you scroll through this thing and you'll see all kinds of crap that you don't want here. You're like, wait, why are they even putting this in my like for me thing, right? Oh, that's funny. I wonder why this would be here. I just happen to be drinking from a cup that says Virgo on it while I'm recording this at the moment. This was not here before, Virgo. You seen all those things of talking about how the phone's gonna read your mind and all that. I mean, look, man, there's a lot of stuff that's like, I don't actually, ew, gross. I fucking hate Donkey. He got some funny, but I don't like him though. I don't care. It's like PewDiePie. Like, seems like a really cool dude, but I don't watch his crap. It's stupid. It's really stupid stuff. Anyways, yes, so I happen to be, yeah, that's kind of funny. That is, it's funny. That's funny. Whatever, man. I don't, it doesn't freak me out. I don't care. But it is funny. I mean, there's so much stuff that is, I can understand when people would be paranoid, okay? I'm not, well, I could say I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. I guess I am, but I don't see it that way. I just don't trust anybody anymore at all. And it's terrible. It sucks. Whatever. But yeah. So I don't think of that as paranoid though. I think that is I don't even know. I don't know how to Pontiac. Anyway, so you might want to come into you go to more settings and privacy, privacy and safety, and then content you see. And then your interests. This is the only one that I'm aware of. They have like the topics, but that one's something else. So just interest, and then you can tailor your own kind of like whatever, right? And this is, I don't like this. I was talking about this in a recent video, and I was like, when the internet used to be new and it was free, like you could see anything. There weren't algorithms. Well, algorithms existed, and kind of they were new though, right? Like they were not refined. Like, that's over time. That's what happens. But yeah, you could just find anything, and the for you shouldn't exist. It shouldn't be a real thing. I don't like the for you crap. It's like the whole like commercials for you. We know you don't like ads, so we're just gonna show you some ads that you want to see. Like, I don't want to see your ads at all. Go fuck yourself. Anyways, yeah. So you might want to go in here, and because you will find stuff that you're like, why? Like, I never looked at this. I never looked for it. I never spoke about it. Why is this being recommended to me? Some of it might be related to like accounts that you might have interacted with that they like. It might be showing you other people's interests. I don't know. It's just a really stupid thing. Like, why the fuck is that there? It's retarded. They put a Osama bin Laden on my for you. Like, why? I might even take Skull and Bones. I don't care about Skull and Bones. I like some screenshots of Skull and Bones. It's a pretty game. Like I said, mostly. I mean, I've repeatedly come in here to make sure it's not giving me a bunch of stupid crap. But it doesn't matter either way. Even when I turn this off, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not worth even visiting the website. unless you want to check out maybe who you're following or whatever, you know. Anyways, didn't mean to go into that. So this was retweeted. I thought this was funny. Solutions below. I watched this video. It's a 2-minute clip, and the point is they're interviewing this guy, Derek Bros. I guess they're talking about his book, though. The solutions must be in his book, which is apparently free. That's fine. That's cool. Whatever. But solutions below. There's nothing. There's not a single solution mentioned. Not one. They don't even talk about it. Like, what's one of yours? Nothing. There's no discussion about any kind of solution. So I just thought that was funny. Just like I said, funny and stupid things. Okay, just funny and stupid. I have not seen a reasonable, acceptable solution for any of this stuff. They're all full of crap. Everybody's full of crap. Everybody's full of crap. Here's a funny one. This was also retweeted. Now I don't actually follow the person that we retweeted these two things, but I checked their account out because I know that I can find some stuff there that I might be interested in. But anyways, not all heroes wear capes. This one I thought was hilarious. The boot girls are saving Atlanta one car at a time. I'm not gonna play the video, but it's it's 27 seconds. These girls apparently go around like removing the locks on cars, the wheels, the boots, and they're saying, "Oh, they're saving Atlanta one car at a time." And then this person says, "Not all heroes wear capes." These girls that go around with a key, apparently they have a key for the locks. They charge people $50 to remove them, and I just simply said, if they were heroes, they do it for free. You know, I mean, I understand the need to make money and whatever, and making money and whatever. Like, I get that part, but you can't call them a hero. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm calling them. They're not heroes. They're just extortionists, just like the other ones. Like, they're what, cheaper extortionists? I don't know. Like, how nice of them, I guess. Like, anyways, I think that's it for now. I wanted to, like, man, I have a lot to say about a lot of things. But I'm for this video I meant to, oh man, my hair's all kinds of whack. Anyways, I meant to I wanted to just do like funny, stupid things, and funny I don't mean like haha, I mean just stupid funny, right? If you know what I mean by that. I wish I had a better vocabulary, man. Kind of. I don't wish it, but it'd be better if I did have a better vocabulary. Very simple person here, man. Anyways, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna start my next video right now while it's on my mind, and it's the one about, I had mentioned it a little bit earlier in this one, talking about how I want to talk about, like, I'm not trying to make people scared and paranoid. I understand that response, but my expectation is not that. My expectation at minimum is anger, and I don't want that either. I don't want it, but it makes more sense to me. It makes far more sense to me than fear and paranoia. Anyway, so this was some stupid things. I hope it entertained you a little bit or something, or we can relate or something. I don't know. Anyways, let me know. I'll talk to you later. Bye.